So people don't comprehend the dangers of space. With the amount of planets in our solar system, it's pretty much impossible for us to be alone. Now let me explain why this is a huge problem. With life itself, it's actually multiplanetary. In fact, for many years, there's been research firmly focused on finding a second genesis for life. Mars has been a huge focus for many years. It's the closest neighbor to Earth, and there's been many missions carried out there. The basic premise is that it's dark and cold. It's very similar to the darkest places and some of the harshest places in Antarctica. And if life can grow in some of the harshest places, then surely it can grow on Mars. According to the U.S. Space Agency, NASA, they have proposed a statement that within 10 years they will prove life on other planets. Let me furthermore explain why this is an important problem. Finding aliens is actually a freaky concept because even microbial aliens is hard to wrap your head around, especially with our immune system, and bacteria could pretty much kill us. The first problem being is some of the highly religious individuals that might not be accepting or might even could shatter the whole concept. According to the US government, NASA's space telescope Kepler has been drifting along space and has already captured thousands of Earth-like planets similar to ours. Now, it has been estimated that there's about 40 billion planets similar to ours in the Milky Way, and that's up to five for every man, woman, and children on Earth. Finding alien life is no longer science fiction. We are now looking at reality. There's been a constant cover-up by our government for many years. Area 51, for instance, they've denied it, but they forgot to take it off to Google Earth or Google Maps. Now, there are an astronomical amount of theories about a specific alien by the name of Valiant Thor. So many theories about this gentleman. People have died even talking about this specific alien. And after the countless deaths about somebody speaking about this topic, it leads me to believe that it's blatantly true. So we've already figured out the question, are we alone? Of course, according to the National Dark Sky Association, which is a real association, they take light pollution very, very seriously. And according to them, if you look up in the sky without any light or light pollution, you'll actually find billions upon billions of stars. If it's dark enough, you might be able to see the Milky Way crowding across the sky. Now, when I observe things like that, I want to believe that there's actually complex life out there similar to ours. But with the vastness of space and the number of stars, it makes me want to believe that the intelligent entity of us, we just can't be alone. And if you want further evidence on this, there are countless TED Talks that talk about this theory of what I'm speaking right now. There's literally hundreds of videos that are similar to mine. Here are a couple of reasons why I believe aliens probably haven't contacted us yet. The first is the problem might be us. We're probably unaware that they could have been watching us for years, maybe even centuries. That is a huge problem because why would they introduce themselves to a species who we can't even get along with ourselves, and we're constantly at war with ourselves? NASA even cut off the live feed from the space station every time a UFO passed by, even though they said that they would keep up the space station live feed. Even if they are watching us, why would they want to approach us even if we already have problems with ourselves, such as racism throughout history, genocide, and violence? I personally think we don't need the contact of aliens yet. Even if they were, that the extraterrestrials were smart enough, they would know to stay away. In conclusion, it is apparent that alien life exists. People are often unaware of the dangers of our presence. But just like us, aliens may fear the prospect of extraterrestrials in case humans showing up on their doorstep, just like we are to them. But according to the great intellectual Stephen Hawking, the Earth is under threat for so many areas it's difficult for me to be positive. Then he went on stating that sending and receiving signals to other planets and other species is actually extremely dangerous, And meeting advanced civilizations could be like the Native Americans encountering Columbus, which did not turn out really well.